As crossovers continue to be the choice among American buyers, Ford actually has surprised all of us at the 2018 Detroit Auto Show. This is the 2019 Ford Edge ST. Let's take a first look. Now in Ford's SUV lineup, the Edge occupies the middle ground between an Escape and the three-row Explorer. And sales-wise, it's done pretty well for the company. Ford consistently moves over 130,000 units every year here in the States. So for 2019, they're finally giving the Edge a redo. And this generation, when it was introduced in 2015, did pretty well for Ford. I really liked the new design language. As you can see, this is just a heavy refresh, and the ST being an all-new model. The headlights kind of take a lot of design cues from the current generation Fusion. Ford finally added LED headlights where the old Edge only offered a halogen or a bi-xenon. There's a new front fascia with a new grille. You can see the ST has its own unique finish on the grille with an ST badge. I particularly like the combination that this one's showing with the white platinum paint and the black accents. Now you can see the Edge ST is going to be lower and a little bit wider than the standard Edge. I also really like the wheels. These are black finished 22-inch alloys with a red painted brake caliper that is exclusive to the ST model. And besides, having a more aggressive look, Ford also updated the suspension so it's sportier. Under the hood, it has a tuned version of the 2.7-liter EcoBoost engine. It makes 335 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque, which is a 20 horsepower boost over what you get in the Edge Sport. Now, you can see here, design-wise, the silhouette hasn't changed. Again, this is just kind of a heavy refresh of the current generation. And then when you look at the rear here, the taillights have changed slightly. This is probably where some of you may have to squint to notice the changes, but I do like this black panel that goes across the taillights. You have LED taillights, and then the ST gets its own unique exhaust finishers, which actually aren't connected to the actual exhaust. But I'll be curious to see how this actually sounds. Overall, I think it really looks good in this white, but let's hop over to the blue one and see how the interior looks. So on the inside of the refreshed Edge, you can see Ford didn't make too many changes. It didn't really need that many changes. You still have a really high quality environment with its own unique touches to kind of show that this is the ST. Now, first of all, I'm going to notice the seats are more aggressively bolstered. They're heated and cooled. They have, it looks like a 12-way adjustability with a 3-person memory setting. They're really nice. They hug you and they hold you in place, which is kind of what I expected for an ST trim. The steering wheel has its own unique white stitching, contrast stitching with an ST badge. I kind of wish they gave us a flat bottom wheel and a little bit of a thicker rim, but it is nice. It feels good in your hands. There's some new paddle shifters on the wheel. And then the rest of the interior, you can see the dash hasn't really changed. You still have a soft touch material here that Ford gives you some nice little storage on the top. And then you have the latest version of their Sync 3 system with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. But really the biggest difference you're going to notice is the rotary shift knob here. This controls a new 8-speed automatic that is the standard transmission on all Edges. I believe the ST's version is slightly tuned to give you a little bit more aggressive shifts, but Ford says this all-new Edge ST will go on sale later this year with no pricing yet announced, but I'll be curious to see how this fits in the market and how it does. I mean, with crossovers being so hot right now, a sporty crossover like this was definitely unexpected. I'm glad to see that Ford is trying to give the Edge a little bit more of that sportier feel in the segment. For Redline Reviews at the 2018 Detroit International Auto Show, I'm Sophian Bay.